Alright, so we're gonna try something new. I decided I wanted to try this thing where I get on camera and kind of talk about toys for a little bit. And honestly, I'm not really used to getting on camera, talking and all that stuff. So I might look at this a week from now and like just kind of delete the shit. But there were things on my mind I wanted to talk about. The main thing, topic for today is gonna be why do I collect and what collecting is to me. Now, not to go into like the whole backstory and slapping the baby butt and the baby crying, all that stuff, but I mean, for me, in my situation, I've always been like an artsy kind of guy, so, and like I draw a little bit, I've kind of, it's been a while since I've drawn anything, but, I draw, like, I've always had my mind in like that world of like just anime and characters and some sort of alternate reality other than this one. So like I don't know, kind of just gravitated to art and in all forms of illustration, video games and stuff like that. And I was a collector. Like when I was younger, I wouldn't call it a collector. I was more of a kid just acquiring toys. So like I mean, it got to a point where I had a lot of toys, and I ended up going away for a little bit. And when I came back, like all my toys was gone and stuff. And I mean, then I think I was like 17 when I came back. Wait, no, I'm not. I was 20, like 20, 21, something like that when I came back. But all my toys was gone. And, I was disappointed, but life went on and stuff. But it wasn't until like maybe, I don't know, like 5 years later, where it kind of was calling me. I stumbled onto like this whole world on YouTube where, guys are reviewing and doing stop motion and all this and that. Like 5 years ago, I didn't know this whole thing existed. So my whole world kind of opened up, and it just kind of called me right back to that place I like to be, and I mean that's kind of all she wrote with that. But as far as like collecting figures and stuff, I think it's almost like it's a separate it's real. I mean, not real. I'm gonna try to explain this way. It's almost like it's like some sort of being, like without actually being like real and beating and all that stuff, but that you can control it. You have this representation of your favorite thing, it pulls you into a whole nother world. And like me, I was a daydreamer in school, so I always used to daydream about like, I used to create characters in my mind and they'd be fighting. Like when me and my mom, my family went on trips and stuff, and I'd sit by the window, like I'd imagine some type of ninja who's like running through the woods and he's hopping from tree to tree, just kind of like keeping stride with us and stuff. But anyway, so I mean, like having toys, having this representation and stuff, I mean, it's fun to look at, but it's an appreciation, and it's a really good feeling, when you can marvel at it and have these things you can control and stuff. But I don't know, I was thinking, like I've been thinking lately and stuff, which kind of brings me into the other thing I wanted to talk about, is kind of exhaustion from this hobby, feeling overwhelmed, wondering what's next. Like you'll collect it, you put it on the shelf, and then what? And you look back a couple years later and like it's filled up. So this is like 5 years worth right here, and like everything isn't even out. I got stuff under the bed and some stuff in the bins and whatnot. And I don't know, it just gets to a point where it's like, what can I do? Like, you almost feel overwhelmed, even though you have the choice. You could just walk away, you could not buy it and stuff like that. But it's like, how? I mean, of course, it takes drive and all of the stuff, but it's like once you get involved in that world, this world, like how do you, it would take some type of thing where your mind was just not even on this whole little entity, like something serious happened, like some hard times you fell on or something like that, that would just completely remove your focus from it. And I don't know, I'm just like, lately I've been feeling like overwhelmed, dog. Like I looked at my Big Bad Toy Store pre-orders and shit. Like I have like 100 pre-orders on Big Bad Toy Store, and like I've been canceling pre-orders left and right, and some stuff I keep, and stuff like that as I change my mind. But then like other sites like 5K Toys, I got I don't know, maybe like 6 or something like that. I got some over here. I got some over here. Amiami got some. And I don't know, man. I might have like 150 maybe. And like just the other day, dude, I canceled like 10 pre-orders from Amiami. And like I was just looking up and seeing the alert says that messages coming in. Your request has been, accepted, this and this. And I was staring at the top of my screen wondering if they were going to send me something else like, hey, we just did a lot for you. And you know what we say on our website, this is your kind of your warning right there. So, chill out. But I mean, I spent a lot of money on me, but yeah, so I just had to cancel a whole bunch of stuff because it's like, what else am I going to do? Like you collect it, you pose it, you pick it up every now and then. And hopefully it don't break when you pick it up, the next time in a couple years, whatever. And it's like, what else do you do with this shit? That's kind of why I've done this. I'm doing this whole little talking thing, and like I said, I might mess around and just delete this shit. I'll see how it goes. But what else can I do with this shit? And like, as you know, I do the stop motion thing, and pictures is fun, but I'm not like a hard picture guy, like doing all these above and beyond type of things to make the picture look good. I think they're great. I can appreciate a good picture, but I don't know, pictures aren't really my thing so much, so it's like, what else is there you want to get the most you can out of your experience with the figures, just so it doesn't seem like you're just throwing money away, which, I mean, that is kind of pretty much what we're doing. And, I don't know, man. Like, I've been looking at my stuff for next year, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna have to start looking at this stuff and like kind of setting the bar, for like how much, what's the level, that you really want the shit, what would you do with it when you get it, how important is it, do you think your interest in it will last years from now? Is it a good figure, and stuff like that. Because like next year, man, I'm gonna try to take it easy. I'm gonna try to really crack down. Like, as I mentioned, I've canceled a whole bunch of pre-orders because, I mean, honestly, man, since these prices is rising and stuff, like I'm at the point where I'm like, all right, so what is the package right here? What am I getting? And I'm just like kind of evaluating it all. A lot of people are saying now, like, kind of Jada Toys to set the bar. Shout outs to Jada Toys. And that's kind of true for me too. They've definitely set the bar as far as what to expect. And I know some people will combat that like, oh, well, Jada Toys, they're not working with Marvel or this and that. And I don't know, Jada Toys is a smaller company though. So it's like, I don't know, to me, it's like, I mean, how much is Marvel really charging for your, to their cut, versus how much Capcom is charging Jada Toys for their cut. But that's a whole nother topic. But yeah, man, I think that's about it. Slowly like kind of trailing off into something else, and I don't know, basically like it's just been an overwhelming type of thing. You feel like you're drowning, but it's not like it almost feels like you don't have a choice, even though you do have a choice. So it's like it gets to a point where your space is filling up, and now you got to make moves and pack stuff up and ship it to make room for other things. And I don't know, man. It was to that point where I'm just like, if there's no dire need for it, just kind of watch reviews and stuff like that when it's available. And if there's no dire need for it, man, like, I don't know. I'm weighing things really hard now. So, but yeah, maybe I'll come back and say something else for part 2 or something like that. But all right, y'all, that's my first video though. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.